being a woman in a historically male-dominated environment made me delve deep into my pink toolbox. What are those tools that I had to use to become a successful female leader? My name is Marina. I'm the proud female CEO of Consumer Profile Bureau and want to share a little bit of my journey. Let me show you what's on the agenda for us for today. The power of feminine leadership, how to overcome gender bias, building a supportive network, embracing your authentic self, balancing work and personal life, and then bringing it all together and making it work. Firstly, let's start off the power of feminine leadership. So what are the traits of a feminine leader? I typically identify with these and I thought I'll share them with you. Collaboration. What is the definition of collaboration? You work with somebody to produce something. A feminine leader will use that ability to foster teamwork and to build strong relationships. Empathy, very important. Definition of empathy is you sense other people's emotions. The skill of understanding and connecting with the emotions of others. Making sure you've got emotional intelligence. Definition of emotional intelligence is the ability to manage your own emotions and to understand the emotions of people around you. Being attuned to emotions enhance your decision-making and communication. Impact of collaboration. Collaboration gives us, number one, diverse perspectives. It encourages input from various viewpoints. Creativity and innovation. Diverse teams always lead to more creative solutions. And it also allows for stronger bonds. Collaborative environment creates a sense of unity and support. The strength of empathy. If we look at empathy, the first thing it gives you is employee engagement. Empathic leaders create a supported workplace. Conflict resolution. Make sure we understand others' feelings, and that aids in resolving conflicts. We look at trust building. Empathy is very important in building trust amongst your team members. If you can show them that you understand their feelings, you understand where they're coming from, that gives you that ability to build the trust. Leveraging emotional intelligence. So what does emotional intelligence help us with? Firstly, I think it's self-awareness. Being in tune with your emotions always leads to better decision-making. Relationship management. Emotional intelligence improves interaction with your colleagues. And adaptability. To understand emotions helps leader navigate change effectively. So recognize and embrace the power of feminine leadership in all areas of your life. So, how do we overcome gender bias? Firstly, it's important to understand what is gender bias. Gender bias definition is that unintentional and automatic mental association based on gender. And that normally stems from things like tradition, norms, values, culture, and experience. It's also, in short, the unfair difference of how men and women are treated. It's very important to understand gender bias. It definitely has an impact on the careers. Very important also to understand is the difference between equality and equity. Equality is you give all people the same tools and you hope that they're all going to achieve the same result. Equity says you recognize people are different and you give each of them a unique toolbox to use so that you can reach an equal outcome. And be able to understand the differences between equity and equality, especially in different between male and female staff in your environment, will definitely help you be a successful leader. So strategies for assertiveness. Assertiveness is important to challenge gender bias. What tips can we have to be assertive? Number one is clear communication. Always express your ideas confidently and directly. Own your achievements. We never celebrate enough. You take credit of your successes. Make sure people know when you've been successful, done a big deal, signed a contract, whatever that success in your environment, you have to celebrate that. Negotiation skills. That's very important to negotiate for fair compensation and opportunities. Do not stand back. If you believe you're successful, tell people about it and tell them that you need to be recognized for that success. So how do you navigate stereotyping? and we look at specifically what is the role of stereotyping and gender biases. The strategies I employ for navigating stereotypes. Number one is showcase your experience. Demonstrate your knowledge and your skills. How do you do that? Go out there, talk with confidence, tell people what you do and what you know and what your successes was. Challenge perceptions. Challenge assumptions about women's roles. When you come into our boardroom, you get a pink boardroom with lots of flowers. I still wear a suit. I respect that you've got to be professionally clothed, but I will wear a pink suit. So challenge perceptions. Mentors and sponsorships. Mentors and sponsors always help counteract stereotypes. I was driving around the other day and I saw on a building, each one teach one. And I thought that's very good. Each of you take one junior female in your environment and help them navigate the stereotypes and break the gender bias. Always challenge your environment and gender biases. You've got to celebrate. You deserve it. Building a supportive network. So how do we do a supportive network? Firstly, I want to look at the power of networking. Networking is very crucial for your career growth. It enhances your visibility. If you participate, share, engage, that is how you build your personal brand. It gives you access to opportunities. You get access to job openings, to projects, collaborations, learning and knowledge sharing, exchange ideas and information. Event like what we have today is very important on networking and interchanging ideas with your peers. And then emotional support, provide engagement and encouragement and advise people, very important. So how do we build meaningful connections? The strategies to effectively build a supportive network. Number one is attend industry events. These types of conferences we are today, seminars and workshops. That's how you build a network. Talk to the people. Introduce yourself to the people that's sitting next to you on the other table. That's critical for networking. Online networking. COVID taught us that the online presence is very important. So make sure your social media platforms and professional networks are up to date and that you frequently communicate on there. You don't have to publish. You can just share or comment and make your presence seen. Volunteer and engage. It's important to be involved with industry associations and volunteer activities. I sat on around 10 boards at this stage, most of them in the industries that we serve. I don't get paid for any one of them, but that has given me the ability to build my brand and to support the brand for CPB. So nurture your network. How do we nurture our network? Number one, regular communication. Make sure you stay in touch and that you provide mutual support. Offer help. Express gratitude. It's important to show appreciation when support is received. When somebody sends you flowers or a small message or WhatsApp, just say thank you, I really needed this today. This is how we nurture your network. Very important, those around you, we still all want to be remembered on our birthday. Make a list of your birthdays of your network and just pop them a little message. Happy birthday, I'm thinking of you today. Very important. Surround yourself with a strong network. I always say it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a very supportive network to be a good businesswoman and to be a good, successful entrepreneur. Embracing your authentic self. I would still value the importance of a suit to a boardroom, but I would prefer to wear a pink one because that's who I am. People know me for the amount of flowers and the amount of pink stuff we have in the office. This is who I am. I embrace it. That is me. It's my signature. So let's look at defining authenticity. What is authenticity? It's to know who you are, what you stand for, and to align everything in your life and your actions with your true self. Authenticity in a professional conduct, how would we do that? Number one, be genuine. Be true to yourself without pretense. People will need to like you and accept you for who you are. If you embrace that, you don't have to pretend. Aligning values. It's very important to align your personal values with the values of the business. That way you can always be your authentic self. And then embrace your uniqueness. It's important to celebrate those things that makes you a unique individual person. Celebrate who you are, your uniqueness, and your own self. What are the benefits of this authenticity? You always get positive outcomes if you embrace your authenticity. How would that benefit? It actually increases engagement. It enhances job satisfaction and commitments. You can build better relationships, foster genuine connections and relations, and then enhance creativity. Embracing your unique perspective contributes to create problem solving. Overcoming fear and judgments. If you are your own authentic self, how do you stop being scared for being that authentic self? Number one is I think you need to look at the fear of rejection. It's a common fear of not being accepted for who you are. Believe in the true you. We just appointed a new receptionist. She's got the most beautiful smile, but she's shy. I said to her today, you got to embrace that smile. I saw something in you, and that's why I appointed you to be the front face of the business. Embrace that beautiful smile and be the signature which I believe that you can be. Navigate judgments. Deal with potential criticism and judgment and get it over and done with. Building confidence. Build your self-confidence and showcase your authentic self. Once again, that goal in reception, embrace your smile. That's what I saw in you. Then believe in it yourself. How do we cultivate authentic leadership? I think firstly, let's look at the role of authentic leadership and authenticity in that leadership. Inspiring trust. Authentic leaders gain the trust of their teams. You need to lead by example. Leaders that openly embrace the authenticity normally have very high impact and encourage diversity. Authentic leaders create an environment that values individuality. Embrace who you are, and you will truly be happy and successful if that values align both your personal and your professional values. So how do we balance work and personal life? I had 3 boys, 6.5 years from the first to the last one, and I had to juggle a very busy schedule. My husband was overseas a lot, and how did I balance that successfully? I think the importance of work-life balance. Why is it important? Number one, for health and wellness. You need to balance both the physical and mental health. Productivity and performance. Balanced individuals are way more productive and engaged. And fulfillment and satisfaction. Achieving balance leads to greater life satisfaction. So what strategies can we apply for this work-life integration? I think the first thing is set boundaries. Know exactly what is your family time, what is your business time, and set those boundaries that everybody around you actually knows that. The lady that does my nails has a very nice little message that come up if I message her after hours. This is my family time. It's important to me as you are as important to me, and I will come back to you once I've finished with my family, and I respect that. How do you prioritize tasks? It's important to take stock and to prioritize the tasks. When I'm at my busiest and I don't know where to start or what to do, first thing I do is I make a tick sheet. What are those tasks and how do I prioritize them? Do that both in your personal and your business life. And then practice self-care. You have to make time to look after yourself. Go to the gym, have a facial. It's critical to continue to look after yourself. It's almost like rewarding yourself when you've had a busy week. There's lots of companies that now allows flexible work arrangements. So how could it be beneficial? Remote work. A lot of companies allow remote work to happen. They allow for flexible hours and they allow for job sharing. If your company does provide that, embrace it and try and make it work. If they don't provide that, then make the best of the times that you are at work. Work for those 8 to 5 or whatever those hours is. And when you come home, you take a break and you put your family first. Leading by example. I think it's the role of female leaders to promote work-life balance is very important. People look up to a lot of you. I see the juniors in our company and the people in the industry, how they continuously come to me and ask me, but can you guide me? Very important. You also need to show them by example. If I show them I work from 6 in the morning till 10 at night, it's almost like you're expecting them to also work that. Remember, there's a lot of people that's looking up to you when you are a female leader. Mentorship is very important. I love taking 1 or 2 juniors and mentoring them, continuously showing them what are the mistakes that I had, what is in my pink toolbox, and how I'm making it work. Very important, modeling balance. Leaders that demonstrate successful work-life balance integration could be very impactful. And then what is your organizational culture? Leaders can influence the development of a supportive work-life culture. You're a female leader, make sure that you actually lead by example. There's a lot of eyes on you. So taking all of this, let's unleash the force of feminine leadership and we can shape the world. I salute you.